あともう一個。あれもう一個開けなくていい。あ、こういうことか。あ、なんかあったぞ。メモだよね、メモ。まさかまた暗号なの？暗号の上に暗号？Snoop around to find missing symbols. やっぱそうじゃん。4が I でしょ？ 2が A。Meets me tonight in my かな Y。My room。私の部屋で今夜会おう。そうじゃないの？ Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss you だ。
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
部屋で会おう。マイケルは寝てると思うから、あの計画について話さないと。
Clarington Hotel Reception Desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hello, Bean. Anything new to report?
これってどういう意味なんだろうね。戻るってことなのかな？ Did I get you into trouble earlier? あ、さっき面倒なことに巻き込んじゃったもんね、ベソン。
Yeah, but I also wanted to thank you for saving my skin earlier.
Oh, you're welcome.
I hope I didn't get you into too much trouble.
Well, I did get a little sermon from Bernard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't fuss about it. He mainly complained about my lack of decency and my abrasive personality. So, the usual stuff, you know? He did keep me in there forever, though. So, tell me it was worth it. Tell me you found something good in that vent.
エントレーいいもの見つけたんでしょ？通気口ですね。どうしようかな。I found another secret message. また秘密の
I
伝言
found
ですね。
another
メッ
message
セー
written
ジ
in secret code.
見
What
つ
does
け
it
まし
say?
た。
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Michael? Who's that? Another husband?
I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing of a Michael in this story.
Let me check the logbook.
マイケルなんてありきたりの名前だけどね。
There's a Michael staying in room 507.
Let's
Mrs.
go.
Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh, Michael must be her son.
Yeah, I
I
think
got him
so.
some extra
多
blankets the
分
other day so he
息
could
子
build
ちゃん
a
のこと言
fort.
ってるよね、マイケルってね。
Could Marcella?
Yes?
No, never mind. So, what's next?
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
Well, I could call the room to make sure no one's there.
Good idea.
Hang on.
507号室には Do not disturb っていうサインがかかってるんだけど、レスが電話してくれてるみたい。誰もいなかったら出ないでしょうと。
You've got the all clear, Bean. Head on over.
Thanks, Beth. I'll call you back.
ということで、507号室ですね、侵入するわけでございますが、Do not disturb って書いてあるけど、もう私には関係ない。ここが一番怪しいけどね。じゃあ手前から、Fastest way on rail through the Midwest.
So you were eager to set up a meeting, but didn't want anyone noticing.
誰かと会おうとしてたんだけど気づかれたくなかった。バレンタインの日の前日ですね。にモントリオールに着くことになってて、509号室を予約したと。で、着いても私に話しかけないでねって言われてますね。
Did Marcella send this?
M ってマイケルじゃなくてマーセラじゃないの？
Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you.
だからお父さんとお母さんが一緒にいられなくて、お父さんに受けた手紙なんだけど、マイケルはお母さんの方に一緒にいることになって。 お母さんはお父さんのこと愛してないって言うけど、お母さんは僕のこと愛さなくなるのかなっていうね。子供だからそう思っちゃうだろうな。なんか混乱してな。いや、何もしてないですよ。だってこれ掃除しちゃいけないんでしょ。入ったってバレるよ。
Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I
これ
used to
何？
play this with mom all the time.
これなんだろう。
Locked. The key has to be around here somewhere.
鍵がいるのか、鍵を探しましょうってことね。
So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong? Ugh.
だから家庭内暴力があったとしても、それは、まあ、離婚を突きつけるいい理由にはならない。まあ、それが当時のケベックでの、まあ、普通だったみたいですね。そしてお金も請求されてますね。この時間に来てねと。で、しっかりと料金も払ってくださいと。あれ待って。気がついた。
Ah, there you are. With Marcella. God knows where she is.
No, but she
Clarendon
was
Hotel
wearing.
reception desk. Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth.
Bean.
まさかネックレ
I've
ス
been
つ
meaning
け
to
てた
speak
と。
with you.
Oh, about what?
Well, a little birdie told me Mr. Morgan and Mr. Cruz had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who's your little birdie?
Jacques. Apparently it got so heated he had to get involved. And listen to this. It sounds like I was on the right track, 'cause he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Wanna guess what it is?
Blackmail?
Blackmail?
No, that was your theory, remember? It's affair.
Affair. Did Jack hear anything else?
From what he told me, it seemed like Mr. Cruz was accusing Mr. Morgan of having an affair with his wife. Wouldn't have expected Mrs. Cruz to fall for a man like Morgan, but I guess the heart wants what the heart wants.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
Oh, and the other one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Wait, so Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that are both needed to open a mysterious chest? Yeah, there's definitely something going on here.
いやあんな特別な鍵がさ、どっかに落ちてるわけじゃないし、その鍵になってるものペンダントとしてつけてるんだから、まあ確実に何か505号室と507号室の人の関連があるんだろうと。偶然のわけがない。浮気をしてる。いい友達なだけ。答えはチェストの中に眠っている。きっとそうだろうね。あの箱の中にあるんだろうね。
Yeah, but the answers probably lie in that chest, and I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Yeah.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, hold on. I may have an idea. Get me a candle and some plaster, and maybe I can do something about that pesky chest.
How?
I'll tell you later. Just find me those things and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I manage to leave my post.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
Come on, you know I wouldn't let you down.
すごい。電話のそのケーブルみたいなのがずっとバーって揺れてましたね。
Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here.
Plaster and candle.
Didn't I see a plaster bag near the stairs earlier?
Near the stairs earlier. 杭が入った袋、階段の近くで見なかったし、階段ってこっちじゃなかったっけ？これじゃない？
Great. This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, doesn't Rebecca keep some in her locker downstairs?
Oh, now we're going downstairs. This train? I can hear something.
No, I can't believe you would do something like that.
真っ先戻すの忘れてた。I've completely forgot about returning that. Pass. This is pass. ここじゃないメニューにないものを注文する客がいるっていうのでもうイライラしてるっていうの文句ですね。愚痴
So
で
you
すね。
do have a stash of candles. But where is it?
ろうそく持ってるみたいだね。キッチンでまた電気がなくなっちゃったからっていうので。Didn't you start hoarding candles since the last power outage? 最後に停電になってからたくさんキャンドル集めてなかった？ I remember you saying you never wanted to be caught in the dark basement again. Where's your stash? It's urgent, please. どこにキャンドルあるの？やっぱし持ってたんだね。キャンドルどこにあるの？
Maybe Bobby took some candles from Rebecca already.
Okay. Bobby. ボビーがレベッカからキャンドルを頂戴してるはずと。あった、ボビー。ボビー。
No candles, but this looks like the laundry room.
Laundry room? But we have to find a key. ここのどっかにあるんだけど、ホットコーヒーが5セントだってよ。
What happened? Even if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Please, just tell me. It's Linda. She wrote some stuff on her own door with my lipstick, so I would get the blame. What? That doesn't make any sense. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Wendy, wait. I do. I believe you. Wendy.
ほら、やっぱし。言ったじゃん。リンダの自作自演だよ、あれ。ドアのところに、ウェンディの、ルージュ使って、悪口書いたんだけど、おそらくリンダの自作自演だと。Whoever keeps stealing my lunch, I want my Tupperwares back. 誰だ？昼食を盗むやつは。働いた時あったんですけどね、共同の冷蔵庫なんてもうただのトラップですよ。一回なんか3ヶ月ぐらい古い、3、4ヶ月ぐらい古い牛乳見つけて、みんなでキャッキャしたことある。もう爆弾だよね。あなたの個人的な衛生が、衛生面で心配していますかって、その心配があなたの旦那さんの、イライラにつながってますかっていう、すげえな、こんなの。今こんなの出したらもう、超怒るだろうね。これ、リスオイルって呼んでいいのかな？ Your marriage with Liz oil。アイスオイルかな？いや、すごくない？女の人に掃除させましょうの感じなんだ
I'm
よね。
not sure how the children are affected by what goes on at a bar on a Friday night. But I'm no lieutenant, so... Ah, my new home, according to Susanna Nivette.
新しいお家がニュースに載ってる New Mental Hospital。精神病棟のことね。近くに精神病棟ができるっていう話なんですけど、やっぱ昨日ちょっとさ、読み間違ってたんだけど、ここにいるメンテのお仕事されてる人は、娘さんが多分その病院が必要なんだよね。でもそういう病院が近くにあるっていうだけで、このホテルの評判が落ちるっていうので、要は建てたいと思ってる人と、こういうお金のこととか、風評被害を恐れている人ですね。あとビジネス関係の人は強く反対したって話が昨日出てたんだけど、ちょっと誰が反対してるのかしないのか勘違いしてたんだけど、やっぱしそうですね。このオーナーのとか、この辺のお金持ちの人とかはやっぱし反対してたみたいですね。
My new home. This is probably Beth's latest project. It's really cool how she has an eye for this kind of thing.
おしゃれやな。
Gotta hold on to these tight.
やったじゃない、ソフィー。Notes everywhere, Sophie. ユージーンからレベッカに。The washing machines are not broken. The problem comes from the pipes. They are completely frozen. It's only a matter of time before they burst and flood the entire basement. まあ、寒くてパイプが凍結するっていうことよくあるんですけど、この機械自体はおかしくなってなくて、パイプが凍結してるから水が出てこないんだよって話だと思うんだけど。
It would make sense for Rebecca to keep her candles by her workstation.
That means here? No, it's probably over here. Aha!
Stash uncovered. Reb, you won't mind if I just take one, right?
見つけた、一発だわ。
Got a candle. Now, what next? Let's see if Beth is around.
これでベースのとこに行けばいいのね。Oh, Beth.
So there you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, when I was little, we had padlocks on many of the farm's sheds. My dad would always lose the keys, so one day he made a mold of them using wax and plaster. I was thinking of doing the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Absolutely not. But hey, I guess we won't know until we try.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this.
買い作るのかな ?or wax. Okay. Everything? No.
Have you done this before? You're a real pro. Now, time to put the key into the wax. Let's give it a few seconds, so the mold really takes form. Okay, I think you can remove it.
Hi.
Well, we're almost there. Just pour the cup of plaster into the mold.
また
Hold on. That's not what's next.
パスタ、なんでこれ入れるんじゃなか
Follow
った
the instructions, Sophie.
This one? This one's pasta?
All right. Now we wait for it to dry.
To
How long
cover
do
the
you think it's
dent.
gonna take?
I don't know. I guess we'll keep poking it every now and then.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
Indeed. But I like it. It's rare that this job allows me to use my creative side.
Your creative side.
Well, granted, this key won't end up in any museum, but I enjoy the occasional artistic endeavor.
I enjoy occasional artistic endeavor. Like drawing?
Like drawing?
Oh, God, no. I once drew a dress that everyone mistook for a birthday hat. I never drew again after that. What about you? Haven't I seen you drawing in that journal of yours?
Yeah, I doodle a little.
Hey, you should show me one day. I'd love to see your art.
ドレスとか、まあ、絵を描くのが好きなのかな。でも見せてよって言われたんだけど、いいよ。見せましょう。
Okay, but promise not to laugh.
笑わないでね。
I'd never, ever do that. I know I make fun of pretty much everything, but not people's art. That's their soul. I'm sure it's beautiful.
Thanks.
What do you like to draw anyway?
It's kind of silly, but I've started working on this little comic in which I imagine my life as a celebrity.
A celebrity?
Yeah. I've always found the lives of famous people so fascinating, you know? And I kind of envy them sometimes. All the drama, the excitement.
Yeah, because we're really lacking in drama and excitement today.
Well, today's the exception.
I'm sure there's something else in your life that excites you.
Well, I do like sailing.
Excuse me? You sail? On a boat?
I used to, with my grandpa. But when he died, we had to sell the boat to pay off his debts.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to go with you.
おお。かつてソフィーはおじいちゃんと、航海というかセーリングみたいのしてたみたいなんだけど、まあ借金の関係で売らなきゃいけなかったっていうので、いつかあなたと一緒にね、 ペアリングしたいっていうので、このハートマークを選ぶとですね、ちょっと口説きモードに入るんですけれども、We can still find a way. Maybe you should flirt?
Maybe it'd be possible to borrow a boat for a day. I think one of Grandpa's friends still has his.
Really? That would be great. I just love trying new things.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, look! I think it's dry.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not. Well, I should get back upstairs before Bernard notices my absence. If he hasn't already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and be careful while turning it, okay? You wouldn't want it to break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
I was actually wondering. 型作ったけどさ、漆喰で作ったと思うんですけどさ、漆喰って証拠隠滅。どれくらい硬いんですかね。
Be careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break.
慎重にね。どうやって慎重にやるの？ Hold left mouse button and move it to turn the key. 一発でしたね。何が入ってるんでしょう？
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
ああ。なんか、謎解きが出てきたよ。In Atlanta, I noticed yours was pretty worn down, so I decided to buy you a new one. I hope you like it. アトランタであなたのものが結構もうボロボロになってきてるからかな。だから新しいものを買うことにしました。I hope you like it. 気に入ってもらえるといいんだけど。And since you enjoy them so much, here's a little puzzle to figure out the combination. で、ちょっと謎解きも用意してくれたんだよね。2から5の文字が鍵となっていて、どちらも私たちの歴史と関係している。Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. 私のお気に入りのバーとは違い、これは黒でした。Her alliterative やってるのかな？ Name will surely take you back. 彼女の名前の頭文字ってことかな？があなたを戻してくれるでしょう。
Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S.
もう一回言って。ソフィー。
Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S.
IS がキーになっていると。
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
これは
A cat named Greta. G-R.
Chris? GR. 開いた。I was looking for black cats. The old
That
typewriter.
novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella?
マルセラに向けられたものなんだけど、ルームメイト彼ら、間違った。彼女たちはルームメイトだったっていう小説があって、それをね、勢いで駅で買ったと。で、読んだんだけど、びっくりすることに、自分たちのストーリーと物語、似てないかって言うんだけど、途中で M って誰とか、H って誰だろうって話になった時に、男性が女性が分かんなかったんですよね。わざとよ。離婚した女性がいたんだけど、マイケル君のお母さんだよね。 が、まあ要はお父ちゃんの方、旦那の方なんだけど、やっぱしちょっと家庭内暴力っぽいのがあったわけだ。でもその時に家庭内暴力っていうのは、まあ、結婚した間で男女間であれば、あまりさっきも話したけど、離婚の理由にはあまりならなかったみたいで。だから男性の方が女性に殴るっていうのは、まあ割と普通っていうか、デフォだった。アンに会うためにモントリオールに来たのか。I left the house, I left Louis. I couldn't take it anymore, I couldn't lie anymore. How do you do it? How do you manage to live a double life? To hide your work and your novels from your husband, I had so much less to hide. 女性同士だったのか、やっぱしこう秘密裏に会おうとしてたのはね。
Oh, Lindsay's a man. Yeah.
うんふ
I
ん。
guess it was presumptuous of me to think otherwise.
うんふん。やっぱしこれ男性、だからやっぱこれ同性愛の話だよ。
So, let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
ミセス・ボモント。ボモントさん宛ての手紙が届いています。Open it!
You've opened it, right?
開けてしまえ。
Disregarding someone's privacy? Of course I did.
開けたのね。
I'm a bad influence on you.
Or have we been bad influences on each other? I guess we'll never know.
So, what's in it?
It's 3 train tickets. And, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
California.
カリフォルニア行きのチケット。
It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah. But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
ポールは、マルセラのファンだったっていうの分かってるよね。
Turns out he's a big fan of Marcella.
Is she a celebrity or something?
Remember that pulp fiction I found in Paul's room? Well, she wrote it under a pseudonym. I think her books gave Paul a chance to get out of his own head while he was staying in a psychiatric hospital.
Huh, I see. He's still kind of a creep, though. Couldn't he have stuck to fan mail? Stalking her like that. That's going too far. And why did he have those pictures of you anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess on the other side of the door.
この二人は、好きってことで合ってるの？ベスとソフィー。
What about you? Who is Beth Lambert when no one's looking?
I like to think that with me, what you see is what you get. But maybe an extra Snoopy super sleuth could uncover a few more layers. Maybe ones I didn't even know I had.
Challenge accepted.
Come see me when your shift ends, all right? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
そんな簡単に行けるのかね。まあ、結局天気が悪いから一緒に帰ろうっていう言ったんだけど、まあこんなんだったらスタッフもここでお泊まりになるでしょうね。そんな楽しいことはないかもしれないけど。What's going on? 誰か死んでんじゃん。これ何？ベルナルドじゃない？これが本当のミステリーなのかな？ This is Bernard, right?
Mr. Cruz?
No.
Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
ベルナルドからだ。迷惑な客がいて、そのことについて、ベルナルドに話してたんだ。
Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him?
クルーズの保険の規約？これ。保険が降りるときにマルセラの方に行くようになってたの？マルセラってさ、小説書いた人でしょ？ちょっと待って、保険いくらよ？ 1万ドルってこと？ 1万ドル入るってこと？月々12ドルで。
Please let there be someone around who can help.
どうすんの？ドライバー握りしめた方がいいんじゃないの？おい。Get your screwdriver ready. Girl.
Should I hold on to this, maybe?
Is it like... what you call ice pick? 何？武器なの？
I have to get the power back on.
え？
A, B, and Beaumont.
Beaumont。あんのじゃん。これは何？
These look like
あ、
Marcella's pearls. What happened here?
電気を復旧させるみたいなんだけど。Do we have to get to a generator room? カメラじゃない？
Hello? I need help. Hello? Is anyone in?
どっかに誰か潜んでるかもしれないじゃん。ソフィー。
Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not
Okay.
far.
うんうん。
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. That worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back.
まさかこれも出たよ。もう大好きね、フューズのパズル。黒くなってるフューズを取り除く。Screw in new fuses and socket. Make sure amperage is correct. アンプ数が正しいものをソケットに当てはめる。Flick pick lever to restore power. そんなに難しいこと言ってなくないか。黒くなってるのでどれこれ ?Remove。Remove。Remove。これが A だよ。で、30ってここに30あるじゃん。タイプ G。これ G 入れるんだよ。G。And 20、20ってどれだこの上 S だよ。これでいいんだ。エレベーター動いちゃったらクルーズの遺体が。
Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby. Call the police.
I don't know if that's that easy, Sophie. What are you gonna do about this?
Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back.
もう何そんなこと言うのソフィー。もう戻ってこれない？これ持ってく？これどうすんの？捨てる？捨てよ。これ証拠隠滅みたいになってるじゃん。これも捨てよ。なんかこれエンディングに関係あんのかな？なんで最後の最後で掃除してんの私。
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, we should have taken stairs instead, but I didn't know where to go and take the stairs. I don't think this hotel has any stairs. 電気はどうしちゃったの？ What happened to the power on this floor?
Beth? Where is everyone?
ちょっと、デンデンデンデンってやろうと思ったんだけど、ダメでしょ。あれ What's my priority? Yes, calling the police. なぜか知らないけど、ホラーゲームで絶対誰もやらないやつ。
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
でも殺人鬼はソフィー。
Now I just have to wait for the police. Is this the brochure Beth was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne? The West Coast. That's about as far from Montreal as you can get without crossing an ocean.
Wait, people could smoke at the front desk? I didn't know. Kinda cool. 受付でタバコ吸ってたね。
Oh, hey you. Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
You don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint. Have you called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
なんと、マルセラがやったのかって言うんだけど、そんなんわかんないじゃん。I don't know.
What about Paul? He and Hector were caught fighting.
The cops will want to talk to you. Know what you've seen. You need to be careful about what you tell them. If word of Anne and Marcella's affair gets out, they may put a label on them that will really hurt them. It might not even matter in the end if they did it or not.
だから今度はさ、もう殺人云々じゃなくて女同士の恋愛のことで、警察に話したら問題になるんじゃないかってことよね。What do you mean?
What are you saying?
It's just... Cops like to go after people who are different. People like Anne, like Marcella, like me. You know, I was barely 20 when I was shoved into a police car for just hanging out with people who made me feel like I wasn't so messed up after all.
What? Where did that happen?
At the White Cat. It's supposed to be a safe space, but it gets raided by cops every now and then. I know Anne was caught at least once too.
Wait, you know her?
Yeah, that's how I knew the answer to the riddle. I've never talked to her, but I've seen her a few times. Marcella and her, they're just like me.
But she knew about it.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you. I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to be more than just friends, Sophie.
まあだから同性愛なんだけど、ベスもソフィーに気があるんだけど、まあ、友達以上になりたいって言うんだけど、まあ、ずっとこれで来てるからこれでいいんじゃないの？
Yeah, I'd like that too.
That's... That's great. The police is here. Just be mindful of what you tell them, okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Okay. But this part is on me too. The game doesn't end here. これからさ、だからこれからそうだわ。最初のシーンに戻るんだ。Now we're going back to the start. I remember. だから言うこと気をつけてって言ってんだけど。あ、これだわ。
Miss Roy. Miss Roy.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
ここで嘘つくか嘘つかないかってさ、嘘ついたらダメでしょ。This is a lie. I don't know if you should be lying about this. Mr. Cruz's body was blocking the door.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
でもアイスピック使ったって言ったら凶器で使われたんですとか言われたらどうすんの？ Yeah.
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I
Let's
thought
tell
an
the
ice
truth.
pick might do the trick. So I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
いやもう触りまくったよ。I touched everything.
I might have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me. Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
なぜ殺されたって確信したんですかって？ I've been snooping around. まあ、嗅ぎ回ってたなんて言えないよね。いや、これ嘘でしょ。いや、I think she checked his pulse. She touched the body. まあそうだと思ったんですでいいじゃん。
I just assumed. What with all the blood?
I'm afraid I don't believe that, Miss Roy. It's more than an assumption, isn't it?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
I know you like going through your guests' personal belongings. We found pictures of you snooping around. Now, unless you want me to arrest you for violating your guests' privacy, I suggest you tell me everything you know.
All right.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcela Cruz. Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
マルセラのことについて。他の女性と浮気してたっていうことを警察に言ったら多分彼女たちが面倒なことになる。いや、もう知らないを突き通
I
す。
don't really know anything.
I don't know
She
anything.
just
I didn't
looks
see
like
it.
a loving, caring wife.
Really? That's odd, because we learned a lot about Mrs. Cruz when we went through her room. And let's just say that loving, caring wife are not the first words that would come to mind.
Oh?
She's a lesbian, involved in some sordid affair with the guest from room 507, Mrs. Beaumont. Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
What do you mean?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, intimate.
No, I haven't. No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
もしかしたら見つけたその証拠によって選択肢増えるのかもしれないけど、クルーズさんのことについて悪く言ってたのを聞きましたか？否定するか。
No, I didn't hear any
No,
of
I
that.
didn't hear anything. I
Sorry, I
didn't
can't be of
see
more help.
anything. Just
No,
let me
I'm
go.
sure you are. But we're not quite done yet, Miss Roy. We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
いや、これはいいんじゃない言って。Let's tell him the truth.
He spent some time in a psychiatric hospital after the war. That's when he got into Mrs. Cruz's novels. And they really helped
Yes,
him.
I already know about his time in a madhouse. We called the place and they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
no, nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
彼が暴力的になっているところを見たり聞いたりしましたがどうなんだろうね、私が尋問を受けてるような気がしてきたよ。
no, I didn't.
I'm sorry, Miss Roy, but I just don't believe you. I think you know more than you've let on.
Can I please leave?
You can. But you'd better stay in town. I'm sure I'll have more questions for you very soon.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough.
What?
The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to?
Where am I supposed to be going? I think I'm heading this way, right?
It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens. Without Eugene, the lobby will be a swimming pool by the end of the month. Will the rest of the building even be standing?
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
え、クビになったの Did you get fired?
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
Is it about the murder?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, you'd be right about that. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act? Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. I had planned to give this month's Employee of the Month title to Wendy, but since she's no longer with us, I'm thinking of giving it to you instead.
Really?
You should know it comes with the responsibility of being a glowing example for other staff members to follow. Is this something you believe you can do?
だから、Employee of the Month っていうことは、まあ、ある意味、昇進してるようなもんだと思うんだよね。まあ、一番よく働いてくれたスタッフにあげるものだと思うんだけど。でも、ベスさ、辞めるっつってなかった？多分、
Would it come with a reward?
I see you're a pragmatist. Yes, it would.
Okay, then I'll do it.
Good. I expect you to be here on Monday, first thing in the morning. There's a lot of work to be done before the reopening. That'll be all.
Hey,
Hey.
what a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
He offered me the Employee of the Month title.
Good for you, Bean! A shame I won't get to be there when you receive your reward.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault.
I know, but it's so unfair that I get rewarded while you lose your job.
Don't feel bad about it. You deserve it more than I do.
やっぱクビになったの？
Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
まあ、要は同性愛っていうだけでクビになったわけでしょ。ああ。で、次は What's next for you?
So, what's next for you?
I think I'm done working under Bernard's or Linda's. Maybe it's time I become my own Bernard. Minus the fascism, of course. I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, you know, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar, instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
No.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too.
いや、これで、ここでなんか余計なことしない方がいいと思うんだけど。I don't want to lie like Anna and Marcella. そうだね。アンとマルセラみたいに嘘はつきた
I've
く
been
ない。
thinking about Anna and Marcella a lot.
Should I be jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what they went through. How they had to lie and pretend. Day after day. How they had to live someone else's life for 10 years before they could finally be with each other. I don't think I could do that.
Well, I have good news for you, Bean. Times are changing. It's already started elsewhere, and it will get here eventually. One day, all the Annes and Marcellas of the world will live happily together, and no one will give a damn.
I really hope that's true.
It will be.
結局オーナーにソフィア好かれてたし、まあ私が多分掃除したからだと思うんですけどね。昇進することになって、まあとりあえず残った、昇進とまでは言わないけど、ホテルに残ることになって。正しい選択したのかな。 結局あの二人捕まったってこと？私の選択が悪かったのかな。いや、最終的にさ、二人が捕まって、息子さんが父親の元に行ってしまったのは、私の選択が悪かったからなのかな。でも最終的にさ、あの二人はさ、ソフィーとベスはさ、結ばれてたからさ、まあ、そのエンディングは関係ないと思うんだけど、最終的に私の決断がどれほどあの二人に影響があったのかわかんないですけど、まあ、あともう一つ思ったのは、掃除するかしないかで、Employee of the Month っていう、まあ、優秀な、従業員に贈られる賞みたいなのが取れるか取れないのか変わってくるんじゃないかなと思って。で、最終的にベルナードのオファーみたいなの断ってたら、もしかしたら辞めることになっていたのかもしれないですね。よかったですよ。楽しかったです。まあ、LGBTQ 系のゲームって、あんまりプレイしてこなかったんだけど、まあ、ここまで結構はっきりと描いてるのは珍しいですよね。女性の人権とか今と全然違う時代だったと思いますので、当時生きた女性には本当に苦しい時代だったんじゃないかなと思います。女性の人権問題に関しては興味がある分野だったので、それがゲームの中で描かれてるっていうのは非常に嬉しいことだと思いました。そして女性主人公っていうところですね。私の中では結構大事なタグになってて、それも理由で選んだんですね。で、これカナダ産のゲームなので、まあそれも私の中では引くポイントで、お掃除するっていうのは、私もやってた仕事なので、まあ、いろいろまあやらなきゃいけないだろうと思っていた作品なので、まあ、発売の当日、翌日でクリアしましたけど、遊んでよかったですね。